stay a little bit more with you. Second thing is
your
which one registered the credit
disembark
card in the beginning of
from
the
the ship.
cruise. You don't have to do it nothing. Why nothing? Because you will go to receive in your cabin a receipt how much you spend on board, how much Celestial Cruise charge in your credit card, and you keep it as a receipt. For any discrepancy, just be in touch with the reception, but usually 99.90% we don't have anybody. In case, be in touch with the reception. But if not, you keep the receipt and you don't have to do nothing. Those passengers doesn't register the credit card. You make a deposit in the beginning of the cruise. You have to proceed from 3.
Where do you guests?
They are guests.
Yes.
Thanks to be with us on board the Celestial Nephili. This wonderful cruise, it was really fantastic. We wait for all of you next year, 2017. Big kiss, bye-bye.
Thank you, Bruno.
While we're out at sea, we do a seminar at sea, and Al Cresta is right now giving his conversion story, his reversion to the Catholic Church in the Muses Lounge, and it's already underway.
By the 1965-66, my faith hit adolescent doom, and my parents' generation had loved wine, women, and song. My generation wasn't that much different. We just wanted it more intensely. So we went for drugs, sex, and rock and roll. And I was victimized by that culture and by my own depraved choices. I started out my teen years as president of my class. Nearly perfect grade point average, or whatever they called it at that time. By the end of high school, by the time I graduated, I got out of there with a 1.9 grade point average. I had a 2-year suspended sentence over my head. My greatest achievement was that of a heroin possession. I think I was the first kid in Hamden High School, or at least the first white kid to get heroin possession. The last few months of high school, though, things began to change. Jesus? And I said, oh, yeah, sure, he's the ascended master. He's master of the 6th sphere, the wisdom ray, you know? And she looks, huh? Anyway, I tried to explain the I Am Religious Activities teachings. It didn't fly. It was a case of mutual misunderstanding. I went back to measure, in spite of your many sorceries and all your potent spells, your wisdom and knowledge mislead you when you say to yourself, I am. Now, you know, here I am thinking I'm trying to do the right thing, and God, who ought to be saying, good going, guy, you're doing fine, keep going, you know, attaboy. Instead of giving me commendations, I'm getting this overwhelming sense of conviction and condemnation. It was troubling again. Well, this kind of pattern went on. God was certainly wearing me down, but I couldn't make the break because the Bible was I was moving towards the Catholic faith, and in 1992, Sally, myself, our kids, all were received into the Catholic Church. I, of course, returned. They were received into the church. And we had no idea what we were going to do next. I had the radio program, which was doing fine. I had no problem doing that program because it wasn't a pulpit. It was a forum where people shared ideas and people talked. I did that for a number of years. People began to learn the Detroit News or Free Press, I don't know what, did a profile of me telling the world that I'd become Catholic. That created an incredible hullabaloo there, and for a week I was getting phone calls, the station was getting phone calls, how dare I become Catholic?
Steve Ray here. We had a great seminar at sea here. I have some pictures and video of Al Cresta giving his conversion story, or reversion, back to the church, and it was excellent. People really enjoyed it. You know, it's not easy to keep people awake in the afternoon on the last day, but everybody was awake. And after Al, I gave my conversion story, which I always love to give. I've given it over 1,000 times and even cried a couple times, and so did other people, but it was a great time. One of the things we'd like to do is seminar at sea, because people come here not just to see things and enjoy a cruise, but to learn. So we did a lot of things about St. Paul and conversion stories and reading the Bible and a lot of other things like that. So we had a great time. So we're just leaving the auditorium now after 2 hours of our seminar at sea with Al Cresta's conversion story and my conversion story. Hope you can join us on one of these trips sometime. Of course, there was free dinners in the buffet and in the elegant dining room upstairs, but a lot of people came and ate dinner here on the ship. But a lot of folks got off the ship at 6 o'clock and went into the island of Syros, this wonderful little Greek island. And there they had dinner and went shopping and had their last fun time off the ship before landing tomorrow. Well, a little update here on part 2 of our Patmos day. We just landed on the island of Syros, S-Y-R-O-S. Beautiful little Greek island, and we didn't have a program for tonight, but a lot of people wanted to go in and see the town. Very nice, beautiful little Greek island town full of churches. A lot of people are having dinner, doing their last minute shopping, and I'll show a few more pictures after this little commentary. And then about 2 hours from now they have to come back on the ship and we head to Athens, and about 2/3 of our group will be going home. The other third will be going with Janet and I to Rome.